What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Bailey Canning. I run a web design and digital marketing studio called Inbound Web Development, where we work exclusively with firms in the architecture industry to help them generate inbound project leads, massively grow revenues, and ultimately sign their ideal clients. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at how to design an insanely effective homepage for your architecture firm that will properly tell your brand story, uniquely position it within its local competitive market, and also ensure that you're going to be able to convert website traffic and visitors into leads that are booking a first-time consultation with your firm in order to discuss a project. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to stick around for the full video because I'll be walking you through step-by-step how to design an awesome architecture firm homepage and be discussing the key sections and rationale for them. But before we get into all that, make sure to subscribe to my channel because I'll be putting out videos just like this on how to grow your architecture firm with digital marketing on a weekly basis. And finally, if anyone in your network, whether they're an owner of a firm or a marketing director, would find this video helpful, feel free to send it over to them as well. So let's just get right into it. I'm using a design framework called System Flow, which allows us to quickly create the structure for the common sections you see on a website frequently, so you can see right here. And then from there, everything is responsive, and then it's very simple to go in and quickly style up these and add in the content that we're going to need so that it fits our client's brand. Probably saves anywhere between 30 to 40% on every project, allowing us to get our projects done faster for our clients while also ensuring that all the styles and spacing and things of that nature are consistent, which really leads to a very elegant design. So total game changer tool like this. But anyway, I'm using this because basically it'll help us. You'll see how we can build out a wireframe here. I've already started with a boilerplate template for just the nav bar and footer. And the first thing we're going to need is we're going to need to have some sort of hero section that catches people's attention and also quickly tells the story of the firm. So right here, I'm in like the hero section area, and I'm thinking something like this because this is going to really catch people's attention. So we already have it here, and we can just drag this in and position it. I like something like this because one, the headline is front and center right away as people enter the site, and essentially then it's not obstructed with like a background image behind. So instead we can really have the text and the headline very clear, very front and center. And then right below we could either have a great photo of the firm's work. I would recommend here we include a photo that is going to highlight the types of clients you're trying to attract. So for example, if your firm has recently done an amazing $1 million remodel in some like craftsman style home, and that's the type of projects you're looking to do, then I would highlight that here. This one, as you can see here, is like a video placeholder. So if you had some sort of high quality video about your firm, this would be something great to drop in here. The next thing I would recommend doing is having some bullet points to quickly hit on the unique value proposition of your firm. So basically here we just have headings and options here as below. So for example, what are like the top 3 unique features of your firm? This could be something like you've been in business for like 3 decades, so you've clearly got experience. Maybe you've got a unique process. Maybe you've got a large established like full service team. Whatever is like the top 3 unique value propositions that your firm offers prospective clients, I would highlight these right away because then they can't be missed. Now at this point, you've introduced the firm here and we've got the unique value propositions here. Now it's time to talk about more in depth what exactly your firm is all about. So in this section, we're going to want to have a quick about/overview section, just detailing more information about your firm. There's a space for a photo, so you can include a picture of your team, or if you do have a video could also go here in this section. The video does not have to be anything super high quality. If you're going to be having a video front and center in the homepage, it probably does here in this hero section, but this video here could literally be something as simple as just the owner of the firm or one of the top salespeople or project managers is talking about, for 1 to 2 minutes, just introducing the firm and telling people what to check out. Now, once people have a really solid understanding of who your firm is, what it does, the types of clients you work with, etc., then it makes sense to highlight some of your firm's top projects. I really don't like the approach of just showing off your projects right away, as you see so many firms do, right at the top of their homepage, because people don't know anything about your firm, and it's just a very common layout that you see. If you want to stand out online, you have to do things differently than your competition. So I really would not recommend having your projects is highlighted right away, because if people really want to just see a list of your projects, they can always just go right to the main portfolio page and check it out from there. But we really want to have the homepage tell the story of your architecture firm's brand, and essentially this needs to serve as the elevator pitch for your firm. And by that, we're going to give them all the information they need in order to learn about your services, learn about your history, learn about the process, check out future projects. We want to design the homepage. People can get all the information they need, and once they're done checking it out, they can go right ahead and book a first time consultation with you. Now, basically here, you just want to picture that these are cards for each individual project. And what we're going to want to do is, let's say we have like 6 really awesome projects that we want to highlight, and then here we go, here are 6 cards for the projects. So obviously the final design would be a lot more creative than this if this was something I were proposing to a client, but in this UX process, we're really just trying to get the layout and the content structure correct. So that's why it's very blueprint-like. So after we've introduced the project, now I think it makes sense to add a little bit of social proof here just to break up the content. So we've talked a lot about how your firm is awesome, but that's exactly what people expect you to say, right? So what we're going to want to do here is pull in some reviews from our past clients, and basically this is really good because obviously, you know, people are expecting you to say great things about your firm, but it's going to go a long way when people can see what your past clients have seen. At this point, we want to start to address any questions we think people might have about doing business with you, because the more questions we answer and the less questions people have unresolved, at the end of the day, the more likely they are to feel comfortable and be able to move forward with booking that first time consultation with your firm. So after this, I would probably highlight the process, and it really doesn't need to be anything too crazy. So for now, I'll just put in like kind of this placeholder where basically imagine there were 4 steps, and these could be the 4 steps we're having here. You might want to have some sort of headline as well introducing this, but basically here we could have like step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. So step 1 could be like book a consultation, step 2 could be get a free site analysis, etc. Obviously, that needs to be tailored to your firm. All right, and so from there, keep in mind that people can navigate to other areas of the website. So for example, they could check out individual portfolio projects. They could probably go to an about page here. They could maybe go to like a consultation if we want to include another button somewhere. At this point though, I think it makes sense to basically ask for the sale. And here I would do, we'll have just a placeholder for a CTA section. And basically our CTA here could be like, book a consultation, for example. So at a certain point, we're going to want to give people some sort of offer right away. So at this point, it makes sense to have book a free consultation. Lastly, and this is optional, I would say if you have a good blog, or you have maybe some content resources for people to check out, I would definitely throw that in here. So I'm gonna have to make this a little bigger, but at this point, say they are not interested in booking a first time consultation just yet, then you still want to give them some avenues to explore so that they can stay on your website. And the longer they stay on your website, honestly, the more likely at the end of the day they are to become a lead for your firm. So basically, this is what I would do here. I would essentially just have some sort of content resources section where people can learn more about, you know, your firm, its services, etc. But this would be like blog content, educating them about the projects, all the things they need to know in order to do it right, and etc. Now I'm in preview mode here in Figma, and this is basically what we just built out super quickly. From here, you'd be able to add in the actual copy you want to use, as well as some of the images and the overall visual design that you're going with. But basically, we have a hero section introducing the firm right away. We probably have one button where it's like learn more, or firm profile, or check out our work. Here we could have some sort of visual asset. It could either be a photo or a video of the firm. We have some like 3 unique value propositions, just introducing the key things that make the firm different from the competition. We have a quick about section that would link out to probably an about page so people can learn more. Featured projects right here, so people can instantly learn more about projects and go to a full portfolio piece. This is obviously going to be one of the main pieces of content people want to see on your firm's website. We have testimonials for social proof. We have a quick outline of what the process would look like. We have an option to go to book a free consultation right now, but if they're not ready, we'd also have some sort of blog resources for people to learn more about what it would take to get their project done right. And then they can book a consultation. So that's basically it. It's pretty simple, but honestly, you'd be surprised that if you just use this framework, you'd be ahead of 90% of other firms in the digital marketing game. All right, and so that is basically a complete content outline that you can feel free to steal directly from me in order to design a super effective homepage for your architecture firm that's going to do a great job of telling your firm's story, uniquely positioning its services within the local market, and basically giving people and potential prospects all the information they need in order to move ahead and book a first-time consultation with your firm to ultimately discuss a project. So I hope this video was helpful, but if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment in the comments below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. If you want to learn a little bit more about how to grow your architecture firm with digital marketing, definitely subscribe to this channel because I'm putting out videos every week going forward on how to do just that. But also check out my website, inboundwebdevelopment.com. There's a ton of great content resources on there in order to help you navigate and build out a custom digital marketing strategy for your firm. And finally, if you would like to book a quick friendly intro call with me just to discuss your firm's website and digital marketing strategy and potentially put together a game plan for what it would take to start generating anywhere between 10, 20 to 30 project leads per month, like I'm doing with some of my clients already, feel free to book an intro call and we can discuss exactly what that would look like. There is a link in the description below where you can book time directly on my calendar. All right, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.